What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Young Brink. You're tuning in to the #1 music and entertainment TV show in the Mid-South, Brink TV. Now, right now, I just have to change it up for a bit. I know you guys used to seeing rappers and singers and DJs and models on the show. I want to change it up. I want to bring a comedian on the show. I feel like it's my duty to have a comedian on this show. With that being said, we got the homie, Rob Love. What's going on with you, man?
What's up, baby? Happy to be in here, Brink.
Hey, thanks for coming on the show. I got to say that. Now, go ahead and tell the people, where exactly are you from?
Born and raised Memphis, Tennessee, man. You know, no place greater.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, how long have you been doing comedy, man?
Been doing comedy about 5 years, man. Was on the scenes, behind the scenes,
Right.
like about a year before I jumped out there. So it's been about 6 years, but
Okay.
I started taking it seriously in 2010, going hard.
Right. My question is, like, what inspired you to get into comedy? Because, I mean, being from Memphis, that's not really the avenue or lane most people go. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they always either they rapping or, you know, they want to be some type of, you know, musician, or they want to, you know, play ball. Of course, we're going to talk about you playing ball, you know, down the line in this interview. But what inspired you to be a comedian?
Well, actually, I've been funny all my life,
Okay.
you know. But also, my dad was very funny, you know what I mean? And I remember wherever he go, whenever he did, you know, some kind of speaking engagement, he spoke and people laughed.
Right.
And I enjoyed that feeling. I enjoyed the laughter, and didn't know really how to get into it. So eventually, when I found out how to get into it, then I dove in.
Okay. What would you say are some of the challenges that you face thus far in your career?
Man, comedy is a grind. You know what I mean? You got to be committed. You have to sacrifice. You know, a lot of sacrifice. You know, sometimes it's choosing between money or honing your skills and getting your craft up. So, you know, the most important or the most difficult challenge is just sacrificing, man.
Right. And also, of course, comedians steal jokes, right?
Oh, man, I don't even want to get into that,
I
man.
know
Like,
it.
Because it's a thing where, you know, sometimes you have like-minded situations where you know, guys seeing situations from the same point of view. But sometimes it feel like, you know, a guy might be pinching, as I call it, like pinching a piece of your joke and then chopping it up and eating steak. You know what I mean? But that's they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but I don't consider it flattery. But you know, I just try to be original in my material.
Most definitely. Now, of course, like I said, we mentioned basketball. You got a history in basketball, right?
Now, I hoop, you know what I'm saying? That was my dream, you know. Went hard at it for as long as I could, you know. Took my shot for NBA and the CBA. It didn't work out, you know what I mean? But I know I shot for it, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. And, of course, Plan B was what?
Man, big time. You know what I'm saying? I love it, you know what I'm saying? I call myself the MJ of comedy.
Most definitely.
I took that same drive that I had in the basketball arena, then I took it to comedy.
And I definitely can co-sign with the MJ comedy statement, because what was that, 2013? You won what was it?
Funniest person in Memphis.
Funniest person in Memphis, and we talking about at least 1 million people in Memphis, and a lot of funny people. But for you to win that award, that means a lot. It definitely means that you funny, real funny.
Man, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? I wrote it down as one of my goals when I got into the comedy game, that I wanted to win that contest. And it's a contest where not everybody in Memphis is involved, but the people who were involved were really funny. So I do consider it an honor to win.
Right, most definitely. Now, I'm gonna ask you, like, who would you say your style is most like, if anybody?
Man,
if anybody.
I really try to keep those who impress me or who had an impression on me, keep it on the low, where it's not seen in my comedy. But I definitely came up looking up to Martin. Martin was super funny, you know what I'm saying? And it's amazing that the things that he told and the jokes that he told are still funny to today.
Exactly.
So I definitely aspire to be on Martin level. Dave Chappelle, one of the more recent guys, I get a lot of comparison to. But my comedy to me is different in that, you know, people can't really tell if I'm joking or not.
Right. I got you. And one thing you did mention, you said that even now to this day, 2015, Martin's jokes are still funny. What would you say is the inspiration behind timeless comedy? Like, how does one comedian achieve timeless comedy?
Man, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it, but I think the most important thing is you having relatable subjects. You know what I mean? And even if they're not relatable, then being so funny to where people feel like they can be in your shoes. So, you know, I think it's just most important relatable topics and relatable material.
And one thing I like about you, man, you don't come in like with a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? You don't come in with the gimmick, or You know, I used to watch, like, of course, Def Comedy Jam. Everybody used to watch that. And most people would look at, you know, maybe Chris Tucker and they'd be like, okay, he's funny because of his voice. Nah, it was much more than his voice. He actually had good material, you know, just so many different people. But I just think that it's awesome that you don't have no gimmick. You know, you ain't out here just doing one thing and then that's not totally you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell the people about your shows that you have coming up, as well as any videos, whatever you got coming up, because I be seeing your Instagram, man.
I
So
appreciate
go
it,
ahead
man.
and tell them what you got coming up.
Well, man, I'm on the comedy grind. I just recently did a show at Prohibition with comedian Mouthpiece, Timbo, Happy Johnson, Mary Trice, comedian AC, some very funny comedians in Memphis. So please support any Memphis comedian, not just me, but I appreciate your support. Also, I got a show coming up in Corinth, Mississippi. Doing some traveling. Shout out to Funny Man Prescott. I'm in Chuckles Comedy House whenever I'm in Memphis. Just blessed to be on the comedy grind, man. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Rob Love Funny. I'm doing a lot of funny videos, doing some different stuff, you know what I'm saying, outside the box.
Right,
so I just like not to be fitting inside one box, you know what I mean?
All right, now go ahead and tell the people about this DVD you got out, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I got a DVD. Whenever you see me live, it's Rob Love on the comedy grind, on the comedy hustle, man. And I'm always just taking little footage with celebrities and different cats who, my friends in comedy. I got D.L. Hughley did a little guest spot in there, Red Grant, showing me some love, you know what I mean? So when you see me out, you see me live, this is how you support me. You grab a DVD and let me know if you enjoy it or not.
And when you say grab, you definitely mean purchase, right?
Oh, yeah, purchase, you know what I'm saying? Get the little change for it, you know what I'm saying? That's all a little love. That ain't nothing but a little love.
Okay, now is this DVD, is it mainly stand-up or you got some sketch comedy in there or what?
It's mainly stand-up. It's stand-up from me around the country, and also I got some skits in there as well. So I want to show my versatility too.
Most definitely, most definitely. You guys continue to check out the homie Rob Love, support him, and go see him whenever he's in town, or if you out of town watching, he's coming to your town, you go check him out. Now back to more Brink TV.